All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to 407 and Beyond Live. I am your host, Bruce Beal, and tonight we are going to have a chat with 407 and Beyond contributor Lydia Freudenberg about her recent article about her top 5 places to eat Thanksgiving dinner at Walt Disney World. But before we get into that conversation, which we are going to get to very quickly, this show is sponsored by 407 and Beyond Vacation Company, Disney and Universal experts who help plan your family's perfect vacation. So all you have to do is show up, have fun, and create family memories. As always, our services are free to you. Visit us on the web at www.407vacations.com. And like I said, we're going to jump right into the material tonight with our contributor, Lydia. Lydia, thanks for being on the show. How you doing?
Good. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Good. I've been looking forward to our discussion tonight about Thanksgiving. You know me. If it involves food, I'm all in.
Oh yeah, that's like the best part of Disney is the food.
I know, and they just announced a couple days ago some of the restaurants that are going to be reopening, like Crystal Palace. So that might just slip into an honorable mentions list for us tonight.
Absolutely.
So let's see. Casey is here. He says hello, everybody. Casey, glad to have you. Thanks for being here. Rachel is here. Rachel, hope you're doing well. I know you have a vacation coming up in 2021. I'm looking forward to hearing how that goes. Rachel, I'm sure you guys are going to have a great time. Casey says that he loves the light up Mickey. Casey, that's a spoiler. Okay, you got to wait till the end of the show for the light up Mickey. So let's not spoil that quite yet. Um, so Lydia, you recently posted an article on the travel blog, which is on our website, 407vacations.com, backslash travel blog, and you listed your top 5 restaurants to eat Thanksgiving dinner. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're not saying that these places have a Thanksgiving dinner per se, but you are just saying this is a good restaurant to celebrate Thanksgiving. Was that right?
That's right. I
Oh,
mean, I was trying to stick with like restaurants that have American focused food, and thankfully Disney has a lot of options if you want to like be very classic. But of course, like the last two on our list are like full on Thanksgiving. So there are some options in Disney where you can have like a Thanksgiving feast, which
the
is nice.
the traditional Thanksgiving feast.
Hmm.
Yeah, and your list is very diverse. You know, from modern to traditional, from in park to resort. So I'm looking forward to going through that. Let me just
Yeah.
look at the chat box real quick. It looks like Jan K is here. She says hello, everybody. Hello to
Hello.
Jan. Samantha is here. Sam, how you doing? It's good to see you. And Elizabeth is here. I'm glad that my wife has joined the show tonight. So Elizabeth, how you doing from the other room? so so Lydia, let's go ahead and get to your number 5 restaurant. So go ahead and tell us what your number 5 was.
Yeah, so I chose the Wave of American Flavors, which is at the Contemporary. It serves modern American flavors, so it's not like your turkey and everything, but it does have some great options. You can get like pork and chicken, so you don't have like no picky eaters will be upset here, which is good. But it's also nice because I feel like when people go to Disney, they're like, "Oh, I'm going to eat in the parks and do all this stuff." But it's really fun to like leave the park and go over to the hotels, look at the hotels, like try their cuisine because it's like another experience all on its own. So I like highly recommend people to kind of explore that option because even if you're not staying at the hotel, you can eat there at their restaurants, which is really nice.
Right. I think you definitely make a good point there, and I do want to let our viewers know that right now Disney has implemented a rule that you cannot get into a resort unless you have a reservation. So that didn't used to be the case, now it is. And so if you are going to take Lydia up on her recommendations, which I thoroughly recommend that you do, and you wanted to hit the Wave for Thanksgiving dinner, or you're going on vacation soon and you want to hit the Wave over at the Contemporary resort, you do need a reservation to enter into the hotel or resort. So the nice thing too, Lydia, about the Contemporary and eating over at the Wave is that it's walkable distance to the Magic Kingdom, so you can
Mhm.
leave and come back. And Lydia, I don't know if you saw the news that came out just a couple days ago, but Disney is reinstalling the park hopper option.
I
And so
did.
starting
Yeah, that's
January
big news.
1st, you can leave a park and go somewhere else to another park, just one
Yeah.
other, but um,
I think I put the park hoppers because we've always had them in the past before COVID. And I'm pretty sure we've done like all four parks in one day because you're
right,
like, oh, I'm gonna go like eat at Epcot and then like go over to Magic Kingdom. Oh, and
right.
now I think we've seriously have done that. And it's a lot of fun, like when you get into the swing of things.
Yeah, I agree. And one of those things is sometimes the food for me, the food at Magic Kingdom or maybe even Animal Kingdom can get repetitive. So I love going to Epcot for the night to eat dinner.
Hmm.
And so the
Yeah.
park hopper option, excuse me, coming back January 1st, I think is, a big deal. And if you need help getting the park hopper option for your tickets, obviously connect with one of our vacation planners on our website. So.
Yeah.
Just another shameless plug, Lydia. So, let's see. Rachel says that I was supposed to be in Disney for Thanksgiving. I'm excited to hear this all still, though. So Rachel, your trip in 2021, was that a postponement from a vacation this week? And if so, I'm sorry to hear that you're not at Disney. It's always hard when you have a trip and then you have to postpone it. Lydia knows all that feeling all too well, postponing her honeymoon this year. So she understands. So our sympathy with you, Rachel. But a great vacation. Look forward to, and hopefully a very good 2021. So Elizabeth does say that she loves your sweatshirt, Lydia. So
Thank you. I actually got this in I'll have to turn around. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I got
oh
it
yeah, in
in
Paris.
Paris when we were
Nice.
there at the Disney store on the Champs-Elysees. We didn't go over
Nice.
to Disneyland Paris, but I'd love to get over there one day. They actually have some different attractions that I didn't realize. So
Right.
maybe we can like do a whole thing about that.
Well, we're
So
just going to have to travel the globe when it opens back up and visit some
I know.
international Disney parks. So,
Yes.
Elizabeth says that she loves your sweatshirt. I'll put that comment back up there real quick because Casey follows that it's the worst. So, Casey's not digging the
What?
sweatshirt, I guess.
Oh
I
my
just.
gosh, this
I
sweatshirt's
just
the
got
bomb.
Casey in some trouble. It is. I'm sure that comment was about something else.
It
So,
better be.
but he does say that he's glad the park hoppers are back. But he does say he's a little confused on how the reservation system is going to work into it. So we're going off topic. We will get to your number 4 restaurant, Lydia. But let me answer this real quickly. So Disney is still requiring park pass reservations for the park that you are going to go to first on your theme park day. And then you do not need a park reservation to park hop, but you're only allowed to go to one other park, and it has to be after 2 p.m. So you do not need a park pass reservation, but you must have visited the first park first, and then go to the second park. So if you need a calculator or Excel spreadsheet to help you out with that, but maybe you need a vacation planner. So anyways, all right. All right, so enough of that. I do want to talk about one other thing, but we'll scatter it in somewhere else. Tell us about what your number 4 restaurant is to spend Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, so number 4, I chose the Grand Floridian Cafe. And on the blog, we actually have a photo of what it looks like at Christmas time because Disney already has everything decorated for Christmas right now. I know like people get all up in arms of like turkey or tree first, but I am, as you can see, 100% tree comes before the turkey. Thanksgiving is a Christmas holiday. Fight me if you want. So I chose this one just because like the Grand Floridian is really American. I feel it has a lot of like Victorian, well, no, it's very Victorian.
Very.
And so it has that like very like 1900, American style to it. It's really luxurious, and the Grand Floridian Cafe is actually one of the more casual restaurants in the lobby. It's like off to the side of the lobby, but it's still really nice and it's like beautiful. Like you walk in and it's just like surrounded by glass. So you can like look out onto the gardens, and the food's really, it's like that American style again. So you have like steak and salmon and fried chicken. So it's really delicious and it's just a great atmosphere. And it's an opportunity to go look at the lobby, which is
Right. Any
awesome.
excuse to get over the Grand Floridian. Lydia, I did surprise you. I do have a photo of actually you, me, and Elizabeth and your folks eating at the Grand Floridian. And I chose this photo specifically because it is a good photo of nobody. It is
Am
kind
I
of one
going
of
like
those
this?
funny videos. Actually, of you, it's actually really nice.
Oh, thanks.
But
I
but
was wearing my party sweatshirt,
it
wasn't I?
is a
Because it was
video.
my mom's birthday.
Yes, it was your mom's birthday, and it's a
Yeah.
photo where I don't think your mom was ready for the photo. Elizabeth was certainly not ready. You were smiling. I kind of have like the triple chin, like selfie look, and your dad's covered up. So I did pull
That's
that
a
out,
great
but it
one.
was at the Grand
That was
Floridian
great.
Cafe. So Casey wants to clarify his comment that the comment was about your sweatshirt and not about Rachel's trip being canceled. So Casey's, you know, I don't know. Casey, we're just joking. So Elizabeth says that the Grand Floridian Cafe in that photo, I'm sure, is one of her favorites. So, all right, let's work on over to your third recommendation.
Yeah, so I chose, now we're going over to Hollywood Studios, the Hollywood Brown Derby. So this is, I think it's like based or inspired by a famous restaurant in Hollywood,
Yes,
which is like super American. So that's why I chose it. And inside they have like drawings and like signed. I don't know if they're probably not actually signed. Half these people are dead, but of like movie stars and stuff, which is really cool. And then it's just classic like Californian craftsmen. So it's a beautiful setting.
it
It's right
is.
off like the main drag, kind of sits back a little. It's really beautiful. And again, it's like American style food. So you can get, it's a little more fancy though. So they have like filet, chicken breast, wagyu burger, um, mousses, and famous cakes. So it's a little more fancy, but it's again a very American, I would say. So
It
that's why
it
I
is.
recommended it.
It is the nicest restaurant at Hollywood Studios. So if you are at the studios looking for somewhere to celebrate Thanksgiving dinner, I think this is probably the choice. There's a few other restaurants there, but none as nice as this one. So I think this is definitely a Thanksgiving must do if you're at Hollywood Studios. You could spend Thanksgiving, I think, on Batu in Galaxy's Edge if you wanted, but I don't think the Ronto wrap's going to cut it for Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, no. I have a funny story of the Hollywood Brown Derby though, because
Yep.
we were there. It wasn't on my birthday, but it was near my birthday. So like Disney was celebrating my birthday. And they like brought out, so I was young too, and they like brought out some cake for me. And my mom, I think, said like, "Oh, they're gonna sing," and the waiter was like, "We don't do that here." So like they are kind of like,
Wow.
yeah, like
A
they're
little
pretty
stuffy.
like a little stuffy, but
That's
it
funny.
definitely adds to like the atmosphere of like Hollywood class, and it's really great. It's
Right.
beautiful.
Right. Yeah. You're absolutely right. So before we get to your top two recommendations, Lydia, the news I wanted to chat about real quick is: did you see the cabin photos or the photos of the rooms of the new Galactic Star Cruiser Star Wars hotel?
No, I
So they
haven't.
released it at the end of last week, and up on our travel blog, we have a news article that has all of the released photos, whether it be concept art or actual photos, and it looks pretty cool. The way that the Galactic Star Cruiser is going to work is you go for 2 nights, 2 days, for a set price. And it's set up like a cruise. So you don't come and go like it's a normal hotel room. And there are no windows in the rooms. It's all screens of the galaxy, and Star Cruisers coming by. So it's going to be intense. It's going to be for the hardcore Star Wars fan. But they did announce that it will open in 2021. And the artwork and the photos of the cabins or the rooms look pretty cool. It looks tight, but it does look like you are on a Star Cruiser. So I thought that was
Yeah,
pretty
I'm looking
exciting.
at this right now. I'm like, woo, this looks like
Yeah,
like it's really cool. Like it looks like the cabins like that the resistance people sleep in. But those like little bunk beds.
I know. And I don't have any photos to put up here on the live show, so I will just direct guests to. Oh, Casey put the link to the article in the chat box. So head on over to the travel blog, check out that article. Lots of cool photos,
Yeah,
lots to look forward to. Casey says that
yeah, those
it looks amazing.
awesome.
It does.
It literally looks like you're on a spaceship. I just want to
Yeah.
know if I would, like, as an adult, if I could fit in those cool wall cabins. I don't
I
think I
think they're
could.
built for anybody.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I think that's like the second queen size bed. So it's like a one queen and then two
Oh,
bunk bed
so
or like
they're
a
okay. Because, like, when I'm looking at them, they literally look like they're like 3 feet long, but
yeah.
they must not be that.
They must
Like,
not be, or if they are, I don't know. But um, but it's going to open 2021. It's going to be pricey, but it could very well be worth it. Well, we could have a whole show about this new hotel, and maybe we will the closer to opening. So, but anyways, Casey put a
I hope
link
the
to
door opens like this.
it. I think it might. Yeah, I don't know. It depends if it's going to be a fire hazard or not. But
Yeah.
Casey says the space window is mind blowing. It's going to be cool. It could be a little claustrophobic, but we'll save that. I didn't want to derail us too much, but so much news came out this last week from the IAPA conference, and so it was that, and it was the ride vehicles for Guardians of the Galaxy's Cosmic Rewind over at Epcot. And so it looks like a ride right up Casey's alley because it's a roller coaster and it spins. So if you want to see video of that ride vehicle and some photos, head on over to the blog. Maybe Casey can put that in the chat box.
Yeah, that looks fun.
It looks good. So, all right, I derailed us enough. Just so much news coming out, though. I had to get some of that in. Tell us, though, what your number two, or excuse me, your fourth recommendation, which you put towards the top of your list at number two.
Yeah, so I chose the Whispering Canyon Cafe, and this is located inside Disney's Wilderness Lodge, which is actually temporarily closed. Is it opening again soon?
We don't know when. Now, the resort is open for DVC, and so there are people there, but I don't know when this restaurant plans to open.
Okay. So, well, no, they said the restaurant will be open for Thanksgiving,
Good, okay.
but the hotel is closed.
Yeah.
So, and the lobby is still open.
Yeah, you
So
can
it's a
actually.
beautiful lobby.
It is. It is
Yeah.
one of the best lobbies on property, in my opinion. And even though resort's closed, you can still make dining reservations and go in, but they're not selling the hotel rooms. Only the DVC's open, so kind of similar to the Polynesian. But go ahead. Sorry, tell us
No,
why
you're
you
fine.
chose this one.
So, I did some research and I found that, like, in the past, Disney has given like specific Thanksgiving menus to a lot of their property restaurants, but this year they didn't do that, probably because they were like, we don't know if we'll be open, and also COVID, and we have to prepare all the safety stuff, so they probably didn't have time. But they did like put a little note on the official like Whispering Canyon Cafe webpage that it will have a Thanksgiving meal. So it seems to be like one of the only, if not few, restaurants on property that will be having this Thanksgiving meal. It didn't like give details about it, but it's pretty cool because it is a very American restaurant. It's like, the Wild West style. So you have like cowboys, Native Americans, like that whole theming going on. So, and it's really fun, and it can look out into the lobby depending on where you're sitting. So it's a beautiful view. So yeah, and it's famous for its skillets and shindigs, and I'm quoting them because that's what the website says.
Yeah.
So you can get like brisket and salmon and like ribeye and pan fried red, quinoa cakes, which I'm not quite sure what that means, but it looks very American. It's very delicious looking, and I'm curious to see what like their Thanksgiving meal will be. So.
Yeah, I think they do kind of like the conventional Thanksgiving meal there. And this restaurant is kind of one of those Disney fan cult favorites, where the waiters and waitresses, I won't spoil it, but they put on a little bit of an act with you. And it's loud and it's fun. So I definitely think that this is definitely a good recommendation. So, and like you said, you can't beat Wilderness Lodge. It just has that craftsman. It's set, the theming's to the Pacific Northwest. It kind of has that autumn feel to it. And so when you go in there, it is a great resort for Thanksgiving and Christmas. So
yeah. It's like Insta Thanksgiving when you walk in the door. Like,
right. So tell us what is the number one recommendation that you have for
Well, I'm
guests
sure
looking.
everyone I'm sure everyone guessed it. But it has to be number 1. It's Liberty Tree Tavern
It has to
inside.
be number one.
It has to be. It's inside the Magic Kingdom. It's in right by Liberty Square.
Hmm.
I don't know why that slipped my mind. Um, but yeah, it's like it serves Thanksgiving year round. Like I
Yeah.
was reading the menu and it's like they have the Patriots platter, which is roast turkey breast, pot roast, oven roasted pork with mashed potatoes, seasonal vegetables, herb stuffing, and house made macaroni and cheese, which is literally like everything that we're having on Thanksgiving. So it's like super Thanksgiving and it's very colonial inside. It has like the wood paneling. There's like, you know, portraits up of the founding fathers. So
Uh-huh.
it's very, very American.
It is. It fits the theme. It has the right food. You can get reservations there. It's family style dining. And where else better to spend it, Thanksgiving than in Liberty Square and in Liberty Tree Tavern. So I think that's a great recommendation. I thought your list was fun, either being between the resorts and the parks and, the difference between some modern, like the Wave, to the to Grand Floridian Cafe, excuse me, and then making our way into Liberty Tree Tavern. So Lydia, piggybacking off of that and kind of segueing, if you were going to spend Thanksgiving Day in any of the four parks, Disney parks, where would you spend Thanksgiving Day?
Um, I love eating. I'm not a big Thanksgiving fan actually, just because I don't love the food though, but since I love eating, it's like, So I'd probably choose Epcot because I'd be like, you know what? America's the melting pot, so I'm just gonna eat all this food. Hashtag Thanksgiving. So
Right.
that's probably where I would go for
And I
Thanksgiving.
don't mean to be a downer either. Thanksgiving is not my favorite. It's not my favorite flavors either.
Yeah.
Um, Epcot is definitely where I like to spend the holidays, especially New Year's Eve. I think Epcot at New Year's Eve is a huge plus. If it wasn't going to be at Epcot, I think the Magic Kingdom
Yeah.
for holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas are a big plus. But
Hmm.
and if you let me ask, if you had to ride one attraction on Thanksgiving, not that there's any Thanksgiving Day style attractions out there, but if you were at the parks, any of the parks on Thanksgiving, and you had to ride one attraction, what would it be?
Um, hmm. Oh gosh, now I have to go through all the.
Well, I'll let you think about it. I'll talk about mine. How about
Oh,
that?
okay, you go ahead.
Okay, I would ride Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. I'm still a big fan of that attraction. I think it is a great fit at Hollywood Studios. It is fun. It is for the whole family. And it's thrilling enough. It has the rideless track system, the 4D without any glasses, and it's just kind of it's modern, it's sleek, it's new, and I think it's an experience that the whole family can enjoy, from grandma and grandpa down to the grandchildren. It's not going to make people sick, but it's going to be fun and thrilling, and you're going to get off laughing, having a good time. So I think that is a very good, high quality family ride. So I would say Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. What about you?
I was gonna say Rock and Roller Coaster, but then I was thinking about all the food I was eating because I was like,
Right.
Rock and Roll is so American, and then I was like, oh my god, no, I can't get on that ride.
You
So,
eat a big Thanksgiving
um,
feast at the Brown Derby, and then you go straight to Rock and Roller Coaster. Good luck.
yeah. Well, last time we were at Hollywood Studios, they accidentally gave us a foot long hot dog with chili on it, and then we were like, let's go ride Hollywood Tower of Terror, and nope, we
So
didn't get
they
on it.
they accidentally gave you a hot dog, and you
Yeah.
accidentally okay, and then you accidentally ate it, and then you accidentally got on Rock and Roller Coaster. Is a disaster. So many accidents in one short span at Hollywood Studios.
Hey, you know what? I like to live on the edge, but
You should.
I don't know. Like I was trying, then I was like family oriented, and then I was like Splash Mountain is so much fun, and they're like renovating it soon. So I'm
Right.
wondering if they're gonna probably start that. I'm assuming like at the beginning of next year. I don't know though. So
Yeah.
maybe that because it's still pretty warm down here, so you could still get on that. Wear a poncho, be
Yeah.
fine.
I
Hmm.
think I think that's good. Anytime that anyone is there, in the near future, I think needs to get on Splash Mountain if it's up and running, because it might be the
Mhm.
last time you see it in its current form. So
Mhm.
Casey says that for him, it's got to be Pirates. I think that's his favorite ride, isn't it?
Yeah, in the
It's
Magic Kingdom, I would say,
okay.
because he, like, can't ride any of the big kid rides because he's motion sickness, so he, like, resorts to all the water rides, and he's
Okay.
like, "Yeah, I'm cool." I'm like,
Pirates is a good one. It's definitely on my
It's
top
good.
5 list of Magic Kingdom, so I'm with him there. And he does raise a good point, because he says that he would be eating a turkey leg regardless of where he was, which is something that we didn't discuss. So that's definitely like a honorable mention
Yeah.
list of getting a turkey leg, no matter where you are.
Mhm. No, that is one thing, we can't celebrate Thanksgiving this year with the family because of COVID, which is, heartbreaking, but we're making the right decision. And so I'm excited so this will be my first Thanksgiving ever where it's just like me and Casey. I can't wait to rip that turkey leg off that turkey and have it all to myself.
Well, you'll
So
have to
I'm gonna
compare
be
it
like, I'm
to
at the Magic Kingdom.
right. You're gonna have to compare it to the Magic Kingdom turkey legs.
Yeah,
So that's funny.
definitely will.
That's funny. Yeah, one more honorable mention before we close out for tonight. Part of the news about the restaurants that are going to be reopening soon is Crystal Palace, and I do feel like Crystal Palace would be a good option if it were open,
Mhm.
which it won't be. But if it was going to be open to eat Thanksgiving dinner, it's just a nice place there on the hub. It's kind of tucked away. It's just really pretty. But Lydia, one thing that they did announce with the reopening of Crystal Palace is that it will no longer be a buffet, at least temporarily, but it will be family style. So,
That
and
makes
no
sense. So I was gonna
characters,
say,
no
is it gonna be a
characters.
buffet?
Right.
Because that would make me a little nervous.
I think it's gonna be a long time before Disney goes back to a buffet. So,
Yeah, I mean, and then like it's crazy because with COVID, you like start realizing like I like these safety
right. Yeah.
precautions.
Exactly.
Like these are nice. Like you start realizing like germs, and so I think they're gonna maybe Disney might keep a few of those safety measures in place.
I could really see that happening. That they keep some of these precautionary measures in place, and I
Mhm.
think that's probably for the better. So.
Yeah, I do too.
I think they're
So,
going to be around for quite a while. So Lid,
mhm.
it is about 8 o'clock, which kind of does it for tonight's live show. So, any last Thanksgiving pieces of advice? Anything that you're looking forward to on Thursday?
No, I'm looking forward to eating all day. Casey has a whole menu plan
All
from
right.
French toast to charcuterie. So I know you guys have a big healthy Thanksgiving
So
plan.
you know it. Yeah.
So it'll be fun to like see everyone's different Thanksgiving this year and like how
yeah.
we all make our own food. So it definitely a memorable Thanksgiving,
Sure.
which is
And
good.
then
So
right after you eat all of this planned meal from breakfast through dinner, you're gonna run right to the rock and roller coaster and give it a whirl, right?
yep.
So,
Yep.
real quick, Jan says, happy and safe Thanksgiving, everyone. Yes, happy and safe Thanksgiving to all of our viewers and all of our clients, and all of the 407 and beyond community. We appreciate you being a part of the community. We are thankful for you this year and your good health. And that you take the time to either watch our videos, join us live, or we're fortunate enough to be your Disney vacation planner and travel agency to help you guys have fun, memorable family trips. So that's what we're thankful for this year. So from all of us at 407 and beyond, we want to thank our community. So Lydia, real quick before we go, I do want to say you see this light up Mickey behind me, which Casey made
Yeah.
reference to earlier. But it is important. I do enjoy Thanksgiving, Lydia, but my absolute favorite holiday and time of year is Christmas. And
Mine too.
so, with that, after Thursday's dinner, I'm going to turn this down a little bit. After Thursday's dinner, it will officially be Christmas season. And although I've been listening to Christmas music, for almost a month now, I this is the last time we're going to be on live or podcasting or producing any videos until Christmas season. So, Lydia, I'm going to plug in this Mickey. I'm going to light him up. And
Whoa!
we're gonna start Christmas season here soon. So I have Christmas Mickey here, Santa Mickey in the
Love it.
background.
Jealous. I need to get one of those.
So with that, Taylor is here. She says Happy Thanksgiving too. Taylor is one of
Happy
our
Thanksgiving.
fantastic vacation planners, and
I
we're
love you.
fortunate to have her. So if you want somebody who can give a tentative service and in-depth advice in vacation planning, make sure to connect with Taylor on our site at 407vacations.com. So Lydia, thanks again for joining me
Absolutely.
tonight. I enjoyed your
Thanks for
article
having me.
and enjoyed our conversation. And
You
have a
too.
happy Thanksgiving, and we'll talk to you
You
soon.
too. Talk to you soon.
All right. Bye,
Bye.
everybody.